Hello everyone. My name is Shauna Cody and I am your child's pre-calc teacher this year. And in this video, it'll be a short one. I'm just going to show you how our information is organized, and I'll talk a little bit about the grading this year. The grading is going to be very lenient because of just how unusual the year is and the remote learning and everything. So yeah, it'll be very lenient. I'll talk about that at the end. All right, let me share the screen. Okay, so is there a way to move that? No, I don't think so. All right, so here's my slide. Let me get my, okay. So the course is pre-calculus. In the fall semester, the students are not enrolled in SUNY Broom, but in the spring semester, they'll be doing concurrent enrollment, which means that they'll be in a class at SV, but they're also going to get credit for the course through SUNY Broom. That'll be called Math 156. Shauna Cody's my name. My contact information is right here. It's just my school email. We are using Google Classroom to access all of our materials. And here is our classroom code. If you would like to join our class on Google Classroom, your child can show you how to do that. And then you'd have access to all the same information that I'm about to show you. Here is the Zoom ID for our class for the remote learners. And then we're going to start using the Remind app, Remind 101 it's called. You may have used it before, or your child may have, probably. And if you would like to join the Remind app, I'll just be texting you through the app announcements and things and some reminders every once in a while. And this is the code to join that. And your child can also show you how to do that if you're interested, how to join that. Okay, so let me show you the way that our materials are organized on Google Classroom. I can't get behind this thing. Sorry. Okay, maybe I could just go like this. This is my 4th take, so I don't want to start all over. I'm sorry. So you get to see me struggle the way the students do. All right, so I want to go to my classes. Thought I already had this open. All right, so I'm going to Google Classroom. Okay, and your student can show you how to get here. All right, so our materials. I've organized this all in a calendar. All right, so what your student does every day is they go to this calendar. If they're a remote learner, they check in with me on Zoom, and then I just make some announcements, and then they go to this calendar, and this calendar tells them what we are doing for the day. So Friday, for example, that just passed, Friday the 2nd, they had to watch a video and then do a corresponding practice set. They had to watch a second video and do another corresponding practice set. And I have linked to the materials in here. So to get to the video, they click on this and it takes them right to our video in the YouTube channel. Okay, so they watch that. This video is 4 minutes. I told the students at the beginning of the year, and I am committed to this, a video will never be more than 10 minutes. Because, especially now they're having to watch a lot of things online, and I think that really probably takes a toll on their concentration if they're asked to watch something that's too long. So it'll never be over 10 minutes, and 10 minutes is a long video. They'll normally be like 4 or 5 minutes. Maybe longer as the year goes on, especially when we're doing the SUNY Broom stuff, but never more than 10. Okay, then after watching the video, they do a practice. So they go back to the calendar, they can click on this link, and it takes them to a document that includes all of our material for the entire cycle. It's just think of a cycle as a unit. A cycle basically is a unit. So I call a unit a cycle, and then each like component of the cycle is called a phase. So this was phase 11. They watched a video. Right here in the document, they have blank notes. So this is what my page looked like at the beginning of the video. The video is just of me basically filling this in. This is blank. And then, so if they want to take notes while watching the video, they can, or if they would rather just watch the video without taking notes, I have completed notes here. Okay. Then here's their practice. And then here are the solutions. And I'm already really pleased when the students do find, every once in a while I'll have a mistake in here, and I'm getting a lot of, you know, the few times I've had a mistake in here, I've gotten contacted by students telling me they don't agree with my solution, and then I go back and I fix it. So that's working out really well. And okay, so let's go back to the calendar real quick. I guess the document is, all right, back to the calendar. So this Friday, this was actually the last day of the cycle, of cycle B, kind of like unit B. And when they complete a cycle, well, at the end of a cycle, we spend 2 days putting together a portfolio. I show them where the materials for the portfolio are, and let me show you a student's portfolio, the beginnings of it. So this was cycle B, or so this is cycle B portfolio. So at the beginning of it, the students all have the same first page. And inside of a portfolio, they have, sorry, I keep itching, I have cat hair on my face. They have their work for all of the phases. So that practice that I just showed you, they take a picture of their work and they put that picture in here. Then after they're done with all the phases, we do something called recall practice. So this is like some exercises that put together all of the work that we've done previously. So it just like synthesizes all of that together. Then the students do something called that I'm calling a recall test. So it's basically a test. It is a test, but it's like a self-test. So the students sit down, they don't use any notes, they don't use any websites, nothing, just from whatever they've retained throughout the cycle, they do the test just based on the information that has been retained in their brain. Then after the test, they are going to grade it themselves. I give them the answer key, they grade it themselves. I also grade it. So they send to me, they put here in this portfolio, they put their work from the test. I grade it, they grade it. And then the final step to the cycle is that we have a discussion, a one-on-one discussion, me and them, about how they felt during the cycle, how they graded the test, how I graded the test, and we just have a discussion about how the cycle went, about how we can improve moving forward. And then, so let's talk about grading now. Oh, and I'll just show you a little bit. So here's the students, you know, you could see they put pictures of their work in there. And then I give them feedback. I give them feedback. On my iPad, I have an Apple Pencil, so I can write. I make a PDF out of this, and then I could, you know, write to them feedback and then send it back. Okay, so, you know, I talked about how grading would be lenient. So right here, this is how the grading will be. The student will receive full credit for completing each portfolio. So as long as they do all of that work, and the quality is good. You know, I may ask them to redo some things if the quality doesn't look good, but as long as they're completing their work, they're just going to get full credit. So you'll see 100 on their report card. There will be a traditional final exam at the end of the year. So, I mean, who knows what the end of the year is going to look like, but each student is going to be taking a final, just like a regular test, not an at-home sort of self-test like we've been doing earlier. And then this, and I'll grade it normally, just like a normal final exam is graded. And that grade will comprise 20% of their overall average. And we'll do a lot of review for this beforehand. So as long as they're working hard throughout the year and doing their work and asking for help when they need it, and you know, adjusting after you know, missteps or after my feedback, then they're just going to do great in the course. Okay, if you have any questions at all, stop sharing my screen. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me or contact me through the Remind app. And also, please ask your student any questions on, you know, any clarification needed on what I've just presented. Please ask them, because that's a great way to engage them, and they could probably explain it very well. Things are going super smoothly. I'm having a great year. I'm really happy with it. Okay, I look forward to hearing from you if you have any questions at all. Okay, bye-bye.